Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste everyone, and welcome to the 5th session of Mundaka Upanishad. This time, as you can see, we are live streaming it directly from Pangot in the Himalayas. So hopefully everything will work well, and please bear with us in case there is any disturbance in the transmission. As you can see, we are in very natural surroundings here in the lap of the Himalayas. So it's a beautiful place to study the Upanishads. As you saw in the last mantra which we discussed, the entire next few mantras are going to give us the importance of knowledge. The main thing about human existential problems, according to the Upanishads, is they arise due to ignorance. The perception is like that. The problem is ignorance, so the solution lies in knowledge. And the Upanishad is about knowledge. So the Upanishad will help us get this knowledge if only we concentrate on the method of the Upanishad. What is the method of Vedanta? The method of Vedanta is inquiry and meditation. These two will help us unfold the highest knowledge of Brahman. So the next set of mantras are entirely a eulogy on the nature of knowledge and the importance of knowledge as a means to the knowledge of Brahman. The Jnana Marg, Jnana Yoga you can call it. This is how it perceives it. So there is a famous story connected with this which I would like to tell you. It will help you understand how each aspirant perceives the problem, and as per his perception he draws out a solution. The story goes like this. A man suddenly found himself in a beautiful forest, and so he sat down there, and he came across a small place, a small hut-like place, and then he thought that this is a nice place to meditate. So he went in and he sat down. Suddenly he felt like somebody bolted the door and went away. Now this man suddenly sat there, and fear entered his mind, and he thought, well, somebody bolted the door and went away. What would happen if nobody came this way? Then I would be stuck here. So as soon as an emotion enters the mind, what happens? Naturally, a lot of thinking based on that emotion, it immediately starts in the mind, isn't it? A whole lot of other emotions come in. So this man, the fear induced other emotions like worry, anger, and then he took refuge in the mercy of God. If he was a bhakti yogi, if he was a man of dominant emotion, he would start praying immediately. Okay, so there's a higher power, he believes in that. He started praying, oh Lord, somehow please remove me from here. I just came in here to meditate on you and somebody has bolted me in. So he would start praying. If the same man was a karma yogi type, if he was more action oriented than a thinker or one with great emotion, then he would try to find a solution. He would look around the room and see if he can hammer a window or break open the door. He would try all this. If he was a Raja Yogi, if he was a man of predominant meditation, meditative habits, he would sit in meditation and try to contact another mind so as to bring help. And if he was a Jnana Yogi, if he was a man of deep intelligence and intuition, a deep thinker, he would just get up and find out first if the door is really bolted from the outside or not. Or is it just, he thought it was bolted. So the Jnana Yogi will find a solution based on his understanding. And when he actually went and saw what had happened, he saw that he was not bolted at all from the outside. So he just pushed open the door and went out. The thing is, when emotion comes in, when fear comes in, one starts imagining a whole lot of things. So you see, the path of jnana or knowledge is like this. The jnana yogi, he perceives the problem as ignorance. I am ignorant of how the door has been closed, whether it has been bolted at all. I am ignorant of that, and that is why all the other problems arise. So I can find a whole lot of different kinds of solutions to the same problem, but the way of the man, of a man of thinking ability, of an intellectual or a jnani type, is he will first get all the data about what is happening, and he will try to find a solution in terms of knowledge. So this is what the Upanishad does for us. You see, now they are going to go into mantras which will tell you that no matter how many sacrifices you perform, how many good works you perform, the ultimate result of all of this can only be another good place of enjoyment, like the higher heavens, but it can't take you further than that. Why? Because it is not in the nature of karma to take you to the highest knowledge. See, the interpretation is by Shankaracharya. So all the more the emphasis is on knowledge. Only knowledge can liberate the mind. No good action, however good it is, however huge it is, can lead to the ultimate liberation. It is only an aid to purifying the mind so as to get this knowledge. This is the constant refrain of the next few mantras. But we must always remember, and this Upanishad also says this, the importance of action should not be misunderstood. It is only through action that you become fit for transcending action. Isn't this the message of the Bhagavad Gita also? So here there is no question of undermining some particular yoga in order to praise some other yoga. It's not about that. It is about understanding the place of every single yoga in the scheme of human development, human spiritual growth. So everything is required and nothing can be dismissed. So this, the 9th mantra which we will go into now, please go to the 9th mantra of the first section. Last time we did the 8th mantra, which was avidyayam antare vartamana swayam dhira panditam manyamana janghanyamana pariyanti mudha andhenaiva niyamana yathanda. So just relying on works, sacrificial works, which are usually sakam, you see, with desire, that is actually a fallacy. That is what they are telling us. And it is like the blind leading the blind. It will take you nowhere. So then what is the way? The way obviously is knowledge. Knowledge of the self will liberate the mind completely. And knowledge of the self is knowledge of Brahman. So it will take you to the ultimate. And you can even bypass all these higher lokas which you get through sacrificial works in order to get the highest, the ultimate in human life. So this is the idea